We've got to talk a little bit about this team purpose and centering people on why we exist. And that's really what it's all about. Having your people understand the reason they're on this team and what difference it's going to make. Now, for your firm and for your teams, we recommend that you establish a mission and a vision. And you might start tuning me out right here. You might go, oh no, she's going to talk copywriting and marketing hyperbole and website copy, and I'm not. So don't tune me out. I completely get that mission, vision, and values has a bad rap, like it's all marketing language or something. And part of that is because most of the people who create it are administrators or copywriters in the firm and not the partners, managers, and leaders, the key visionaries. They don't realize how important centering the team on these ideas really is. Your mission, simply put, is the reason you exist and the difference you make for others. Most of you all, if I go out to your website and read your mission, I'll get a demographic rundown of your firm. I'll find out what kinds of services you deliver, how long you've been in business maybe, and what geography you serve. I won't find out what difference you're trying to make. Most of you all are in practice, those in public practice that are here are in practice because you're trying to do something to make your clients' lives better. You're trying to help preserve their wealth. You're trying to help them be successful. You're trying to help further their small businesses. You're trying to, whatever it may be, you're trying to make a difference for those clients. And maybe you're trying to make a difference in the lives of the people that work on your team. That's what mission is about. We also want you to establish a vision for your team. And a vision is a place out there in the future where we're trying to go. It's where we're taking this team. Now, if I were running an initiative like I'm going to implement a contact management system in my firm so I can track our prospects and all of our referral sources and all of the folks we meet at networking events, and I can send them our newsletter and that sort of thing, and now with 7216, I'm going to be able to figure out if I have a consent form signed for them, and I'm going to be able to track this electronically. So I formed this little team to put a contact management system in, and our mission is to be able to communicate more powerfully and effectively with our clients and prospects and referral sources. That's the mission. That's the reason this project exists. And the vision is that we're going to have a new system that everybody works with all of our clients and prospects and referral source data in the system and converted, everyone trained, and everyone using it to put new contacts in by December 31st. That's what a vision looks like. It's a place out there in the future that is kind of a dream, but also has a measurability to it. We also want you guys to establish values for your team and really look at what are the values by which we're leading this firm or the values by which we're leading this project team or department. And values for the firm should be the umbrella beacons or guiding lights by which we are leading and guiding our people. They are the fundamental principles by which we are going to do business together as a team, by which we are going to interact. And when I ask organizations about core values, very rarely am I able to get the core values articulated by the leaders. And almost never do I get them articulated by the people in the firm. And that's a real challenge because those values are the things that are going to help guide them in times of trouble and in times of difficult decisions, sitting at a client's trying to figure out what do I do here. I can fall back on my values that I've been given and know and let them guide me as to what sorts of behaviors and actions I should take. The values are words, but there's usually sentences behind them that need to be developed that explain what you mean by that thing. Most of us in the profession would pick integrity. Very rarely does it not show up on the list. But there are other values that are important. We've got clients who have values like family or fun. One of our core values is client intimacy, the word intimacy, which some people think is a girl word or something. But we also have a few CPA firms who have that, where really we get to know people on an intimate level and really see them vulnerable with their problems and challenges and help them solve them, really get honest. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is team relatedness. And team relatedness is all about culture and tone at the top. And we get a lot of phone calls at Convergence, especially after busy season, that say, help me fix my partners or help me fix my people. I got a problem and it's all their fault. Okay? That's nobody says it quite like that, but that's sort of how we begin to hear it. And most of us don't want to believe that the problems or challenges in our organization are really generated by us. But they are. It's either our behavior that's causing it, or it's our lack of willingness to do something that gives permission to the dysfunction that may exist on your team. And so one of the things I can't stress enough is that you're responsible as the leader of your team for the culture and the tone that you establish. And how you behave is going to drive team behavior, period. So it's really important that you have an agreed upon team culture. And in a firm with multiple partners, that agreed upon team culture has to be agreed upon by the partners. And if you're a sole practitioner, but you have key leaders who run significant groups or projects or engagements for you, those key leaders have to agree upon this culture, because they leave you as a sole practitioner and go out and talk to your staff, and they permeate some kind of culture. And you don't want it to be them creating their own. You want it to be one that's agreed upon and unified.